All right. ठीक है. So I will start with the today's topic because आज की topic के बाद I have to activate the test. So today I am going to discuss. Please sit with your notepad and pencil or pen, whatever. So today I am going to discuss elements and principles of design in detail. है ना? This elements and principles of design in detail because it is very important. And these elements and principles of design you need to use while doing your artwork, you need to do while using your portfolio or any kind of 3D work. And also during a lot of design MCQs, we have seen questions are being asked on the basis of this. All right, may we start? So I am starting with my slide. So please check with the slide. This is my teaching aid. So please keep on writing because I cannot share it. The only option will be the recorded video. Plus, you have your notes on elements and principles of design in your creative book 1. But today's class is going to be helpful lifetime. Every child, this is going to be helpful lifetime. So, this one. So let's quickly do it. Can you see? Elements and principles of design, a silent set of rules for visual communication. Any kind of artwork, it is just not visual communication, any kind of artwork. See how it works. Elements of design, they are the fundamental rules of any artwork. I will say any artwork. Without the elements of design, you cannot create anything, you cannot draw anything. ठीक है, यही फंडामेंटल्स है. फॉर ड्रॉइंग यू विल बी नीडिंग लाइंस. ठीक है, आफ्टर लाइंस यू विल बी नीडिंग शेप्स, उसके बाद यू विल बी नीडिंग कलर्स, यू विल बी नीडिंग 3D फॉर्म्स. So these are the fundamentals which are included in elements of design. It gives unified, strong and dynamic visual. Then what are the principles? So principles are the outcome. Principles are the messages which you are designing using the fundamentals or the elements of design. Okay, if I am saying that line is an element, okay, if I am saying that line is an element, so what is the principle? What am I creating with line and what message my line is giving? That is my principle. So you can just write here, principle of design are all about how a person uses the elements of design to create the visual, and it also controls a message, how the message is to be delivered to the masses. So using lines is my element. If I am drawing a square, that is my message, that while using lines I created a square, and whether that square is huge, small, tiny, rotated, for what purpose, that is governed by principles of design, and it is applied to any visual art form, which can be fine art, photography, graphic design, and everything. Okay, so this you need to understand. Please make a list of what are these elements, what are the fundamentals of design. So there are basically 6 fundamentals of design. Please write it. Write about line, shape and form, color, tone or value, texture and space. Please write it. Everyone, please write about it. Please write it. Everybody write it. Today's class is very important, I'm telling you. So you are going to miss this class if you don't, attend this class carefully. You will find a lot of questions in different design entrance examinations based on this. लिखिए आप. Done? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Done?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
let's write. What are lines? Please write. Lines are continuous movement of point. Lines give shapes and form to any drawing. Lines has thickness, length and direction. Please write it and don't take any screenshot. Write it. I am requesting you again and again to write it. Lines evokes moods and emotions. So if I'm writing something on screen, my camera might be switched off. ठीक है sir. कोई है ना अभी? Yes, beta. Fundamentals and elements, they are the same. Okay? Now I'm writing. See, I'm telling you. Lines are continuous movement of point. It gives shapes and form. Line has length, thickness, and direction. It evokes moods and emotions. Yes, it is correct. Correct. आप lines के types भी लिख लो. ठीक है? Lines के types. So, lines are straight and lines are curved. Write it. And then lines can be, now they're writing lines are continuous movement of points. So I'm writing lines are continuous, they are regular, okay? They may be irregular. Is it possible? Is it possible that lines are irregular? Lines can be broken, it can be dotted. Okay? It can be thin and thick, and it can be any combination. Yes? Write it. These are the types. Lines are straight and curved. ठीक है? Lines, ये character है. Lines can be continuous, regular, irregular, broken, dotted, thin and thick, any combination. एंड इसके अलावा लाइन के कुछ और फीचर्स हैं, कुछ डेफिनेशंस हैं. So it can be continuous movement of point. It gives shape and form. It has got length, thickness, and direction. It evokes moods and emotions. By the time you are writing, I'm just showing you an example. I hope you know about smileys. Okay, everybody knows smileys. So see, what is this smiley telling you? What is this smiley telling you? Happy. Happy. Now, same smiley, I just invert the lips. So what happens?
Sad.
Sad. I hope you can understand that what kind of mood and emotion is generated here, just with a twist of lines. So this is what you have to understand. Did you write?
Yes, ma'am.
Should I erase it? Should I
Yes.
erase it? So somebody is asking me, Suhani, are fundamentals and elements same? Yes, beta, it is same. Okay, then one child is asking me, is it needed for BR? 100% it is needed for BR, because while writing NATA, you have to write a lot of GAT based questions which are in the form of MCQs. So there you get such kind of questions. So please do it. Okay, so now I am just erasing it and I am proceeding further. Now, we just wrote about, अब straight line के बारे में लिखो और please write about straight lines. कितने? How many types of straight lines are there? Please write. Horizontal, vertical. हाँ, वो ले आओ, पैसे ले जाओ. है बचा हुआ है तो ला दो. Diagonal, angular. Write it. And radii. Write about these lines. So these are straight lines. These are types of straight line. ठीक है? Straight line की property होती है. They are sharp. All straight lines, they are sharp. है ना? They are powerful. It shows strength. ये दिखाते हैं, ये स्ट्रेट लाइंस की प्रॉपर्टी है, that they will show you that they are sharp, they are powerful, they'll show strength, they'll show stability, है ना? शार्प होने की वजह से it is going to give you pain, it can be painful, so it may be there. तो अभी मैं बहुत सारी चीजें डिस्कस करूंगी so that you'll understand. Please write. Done? Have you written about straight lines? Yes, please.
Ma'am, those are characteristics of straight line.
Just straight line. I am not talking about any particular line. Just straight lines. Yes, these are the characters. कि straight lines जो है वो sharp होती है, वो strength दिखाती है, stability देती है ना? आपको एक energy देती है. So अभी अलग slides में आप देखोगे, बहुत सारा कुछ देखोगे. और ऐसा भी होता है, हर किसी इंसान की, every person or everything or if whatever we are studying will have something in positive and something in negative. Now, if I say sharp, sharp matlab a lot of power. So this power can give you energy also, and this power can give you pain also. So the situation that you need to figure it out, ki when what is required. समझ आया? So I'm erasing it and then let's proceed quickly. See, so this is horizontal line, right? Class, this is horizontal line. So horizontal lines, here you can see thin and thick. Are they thin and thick? Now, if I draw this, क्या ये भी horizontal है? If I draw this, is it also horizontal? Class, tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is what I wanted to tell you. That horizontal lines, it can be thin, thick, regular, broken, dotted, combination, anything. So what is this horizontal line telling you? So it gives you a sense of relaxation. Now just analyze our sleeping position. How we sleep. Are we horizontal to the floor? Are we horizontally parallel to the floor? So are we relaxing that way? हमें नींद आ रही है, हम सो जाते हैं, तो are we horizontally parallel to the floor? I'm giving you an example. Now horizontal lines are dependent. Now look at your table. So table. So this table, horizontally straight table, is it dependent on the vertical lines to become straight? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me yes or no. So this is dependent, है ना? It is dependent on the other lines to remain straight. Look at the ceiling of your room. Is it dependent on the wall to remain straight, horizontally straight? Tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? So this is dependence. ठीक है? Similarly, peace, calm. Now calm. Please check with the water. ठीक है? River, water. ठीक है, जहां पर फ्लो नहीं है, नॉर्मली डू वी ड्रॉ वाटर बॉडीज लाइक दिस? टेल मी, डू वी ड्रॉ देम लाइक दिस? सो दिस इज calm and peaceful. Are you understanding, class? Are you understanding what
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
trying to
Yes,
make you
ma'am.
understand, please? So this you have to be very very careful. कोई भी आपको इतने डिटेल में नहीं समझाएगा, so this you need to understand. आपको मैं ये क्यों समझा रही हूँ, again understand. Now if I say that you have to visually show me what is calm, है ना? मैं बोलूंगी चलो अभी आजकल ऐसे बहुत क्वेश्चंस आते हैं where through lines and shapes you need to depict word and you say that I need to do calm. So if I have to do calm, maybe I will prefer drawing something like this. Is it calm? Tell me, class. Do you think this is calm?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This is peaceful. This is calm. This is not disturbing me. This is nature. Now it's me. Now I'm also trying to show this reflection. So yes, this is calm for me. So I hope you can see the use of horizontal line. It does not say that you only have to use horizontal line, but yes, even if you feel like that, can't we show peace through those water bodies? So you can see the presence of horizontal line and what wonder it is creating here. This is how you can solve your question. Similarly, it shows balance and base. आप ये देखो, now if I'm drawing any glass, is this base horizontal? Is this base horizontal? ठीक है? Now, if you take a beam balance sort of thing, so if it is balanced, is this horizontal line straight? Then only it is balanced. I hope you are getting. Serene is again
Yes, ma'am.
people, so I can relate it with this. Expansion. Look at this example here. Is it an example of expansion? I have a small room, but if I paint horizontal lines over it, and maybe I place a mirror, which you must have seen in salons, you must have seen in lifts, you must have seen in small gyms or small takeaways. So they draw a horizontal line and then they place a mirror. So it gives us a sense of expansion. Yes, class. And horizon. Again, you can see this example. Is it showing you horizon? I'm putting it with red. Is it horizon? Class.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the characters of horizontal line which you can use further in your artwork, in your visuals, while solving MCQs so that you are not confused. जल्दी से ये छोटे छोटे examples लिख लो which I told you. जैसे I told you a man in a sleeping position, ceiling and floor of your room, they are horizontal. Sliding doors are horizontal. Beam balance can show balance, right? And then putting a mirror in salon after putting horizontal line can be an example of showing expansion. Yes, class? Did you write?
Writing, ma'am.
लिख लो. हमेशा बोला जाता है if you are healthy and if you have a short height then avoid wearing cloth with horizontal lines, है ना? So these horizontal lines will keep make you look more fat. वो आप और फैले हुए और obese दिखोगे. ठीक है? I am taking class from the office. I am sitting in my cabin and I have a glass door in front of me and I can see horizontal line films pasted on those glass doors, which is giving it a huge expanded look. So it does not show me that I'm sitting in a small cabin. It's a huge one. Are you understanding, class? So this is the difference. This is the role which horizontal line plays in your life. So this you need to understand and use it accordingly. आप यहाँ पर भी देखिए, here you get two examples. You are getting two examples, how it is looking, what role horizontal line is playing here in these photographs. So these you need to check. Okay. So last three characteristics. So I hope you understood, Suhani. I hope you understood through the complete explanation. I hope I can proceed. Now see the vertical lines. Please write all the characters fast. It is stable, alert, firm, height, gravity, dignity, rigid, support, independence, confidence, and I'm writing two more words here. Aspiration and agitation. Do you see aspiration and agitation? This also you write. Because we are talking about vertical lines. Because we are talking about vertical lines, so you can see vertical lines if you are going at a height, so that can be exciting also. But if you are, and that can make you restless also, hai na? You can get irritated also. So it's okay. Vertical lines, all the lines have the positive and the negative characters. So you have to use it as per your requirement. Vertical lines are stable. So you can see a lot, all the buildings, monuments, poles, pillars, they are vertical and they are stable. Yes. And then vertical lines also show alert. Alert matlab, now for example, how do we walk? Do we walk straight? Are we vertically standing? Yes or no? How do we stand? So we are vertically standing at the floor, maybe parallel to the wall. So we are very much firm and alert. Okay. Now, if you bend down and walk, so do you feel that you are alert? कोई भी आपको push करके गिरा सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है, no. But if you are, standing vertically straight, then nobody can harm you. I mean, you are alert, you are ready to take actions. Right? So, and it also shows height, gravity. So, everything falls. Seedha directly, niche vertically. It is rigid. It shows support. So, look at the legs of your table or bed or walls. So, they show support. Even support, I would like to show you one more example. आपने देखा भी होगा. This is something very common. So, you can recognize and tell me. ये देखो. Who is he? Who is he? Who is he? Class. बोलो. Class.
Ambedkar.
Who is he? अरे नहीं पता.
Mahatma.
Yes, Mahatma Gandhi used to walk with a stick. So this is a very small, very famous caricature. So I just wanted to relate this with the support. है ना? Support मतलब एक human being को at because of the age. दीपू भैया आएंगे ना? हाँ ठीक है ठीक. ठीक है तो because of the age I need the support of my of a stick to walk straight. So this is also support. If you see the walls of your room, that also shows support. Chair table का legs, that also shows support. Are you understanding? ठीक है. आपने बहुत जगह signages भी देखे होंगे public places में. Have you seen signages like this? आपको signages भी मिलेंगे ऐसे. So you can see such kind of signages also at the public place for support. So this is my sticks. So maybe showing old age or help the needy or somewhat like that. Okay. And because vertical line is saying that I am giving you support, so of course it is independent, it is confident. And as I told you that as it shows height, so it can give you too much of excitement. So it can be aspiring. And it can be restlessness also. So it can agitate you. It can irritate you also. Right? Examples, बहुत सारे जो मैंने बोले, I hope you must have written. And you also can additionally write. You can also additionally write lifts. Do they work vertically? Lifts. So they work vertically. Walls and legs of table and chair, I already told you. Falling of something from height is going seedha vertically downward. So that is because of the gravity. So that you can write. Next. Next. Please check with the next. Now write diagonal lines. Diagonal lines. So diagonal lines may, I am just adding one few terms because they are very important. So it is dynamic. ठीक है, dynamic. Then vigorous. ROUS. Then dramatic. ठीक है, this is dramatic. These lines are very dramatic. Then it also shows restlessness, inclination, support. ठीक है, inclination, support. Right? Dynamic, vigorous, restlessness, inclination, support, along with speed, unbalanced, active, busy, excitement, everything. Now इसके लिए I have a very beautiful example, है ना? This is not stable. The diagonal line will not show you stability, though it is sharp, though it is straight, but it is not going to show you stability. ठीक है? समोसा खाते हो? समोसा. Tell me.
Yes.
Last. So can you eat samosa every day?
No, ma'am.
No.
We get
Why?
constipated.
Yes?
You might have indigestion.
Indigestion. Why? So this is the reason. जो चीज stable ही नहीं है, जो balanced ही नहीं है, how it will balance your body? Every day you cannot have pizza slices. Every day you cannot have sandwich slices. है ना? Because what are these? These are spicy elements. These gives short, energetic and exciting moment to your life, but not stability. You enjoy any swing, है ना? Any kind of swing in the adventurous park. So there will be a lot of diagonal zigzag movement. So that will add to your fun, that will add to your excitement. But every day you don't want to do it. Is it true, class? So that ways you need to understand diagonal lines in terms of those exciting and spicy moment which is required to create a lot of vibration in our life. ऐसा नहीं है कि we know that samosa is not good for health, but we are not going to eat it. So there are times when you feel like that if I don't eat something which is different, you don't feel okay. You need, if you want to eat bingo, mad angles or tere mede or kurkure or something, so you just want it at that moment because that gives you satisfaction, right? तो ये उस moment की need है. Diagonal lines, they are those momental needs which add excitement and energy to your life. So it cannot be avoided, but it cannot be taken as an example of stability. Right? Class. So inclination,
Ma'am.
slope. Yes.
Ma'am, can diagonal lines show declination and downfall too?
Both. अगर मैंने ऊपर स्लोप से कुछ डाल दिया तो वो गिर के नीचे आएगा, है ना? But there are a lot of examples where you can show that all those ants, they are also, they can, ride hills and mountains slowly, and they go to the slope. Yes. तो दोनों आएगा. डाउनफॉल अगर आ रहा है तो yes, I can also show my success by riding stepwise on diagonal lines. Ladder diagonal ही होता है ना, ladder से ही तो धीरे धीरे ऊपर चढ़ते हैं. सारी सीढ़ियां diagonal ही तो होती है, stairs, and you step them up stepwise. Yes, all the escalators, they are diagonal. Did you understand? So they are responsible for both. So you cannot be static. You have to use it as per your requirement. Examples.
Okay.
से आप लैंडिंग एंड टेकिंग ऑफ अ फ्लाइट भी लिख लीजिए, है ना? एरोप्लेन का लैंडिंग एंड टेकिंग ऑफ, दैट ऑल्सो इज वेरी, to some people it is super exciting, to some people it makes them restless also, but still it cannot be changed. You have to enjoy, you have to face that moment if you are the part of using that diagonal line, right? Class, got it? इसी डायगोनल के बाद हम लिखेंगे, अभी रिदमिक नहीं लिखेंगे. डायगोनल के बाद आई विल राइट एंगुलर लाइंस. प्लीज राइट इट. डायगोनल के बाद प्लीज राइट अबाउट दीज एंगुलर लाइंस. So angular lines, aggression, struggle, conflict, confusion. I hope all of you are writing this. These are your angular lines. ठीक है? Complex, right here. Complex, irritating, struggle. It also shows struggle. It is painful. आप चेक करो, कोई ग्लास है, टूट गया. So what is happening? All the angles, they are spreading in different direction. There is so much of energy which is not channelized, which is broken. So but that broken energy is going to give you pain. छोटा सा भी टुकड़ा अगर आपकी स्किन में लग गया, it is going to give you pain, right? So angular lines are such. आप सोचो, you were trying to do some homework and you just made a mistake. So out of anger, what did you do? You take out that sheet and you crush it and throw it. So what that crushed paper shows what? It shows your anger, your irritation, your state of frustration. Would you like to use it again for a dignified work? Would you like to use that crushed sheet of paper to do some project of your school or some college? Would you use it? No, because you already lost all its charm by crushing it. So that's the example of angular lines. Do you iron your clothes? Do you iron your clothes? Everyone. So if
Yes,
your
ma'am.
clothes are crimpled, they are not ironed, would you like to wear that cloth for going for some external event, maybe school, maybe meeting someone, maybe coming to the classes? Would you like to do that? Tell me, would you like to do that? No, because that crimpled cloth is having a lot of angular lines, which is not comfortable. You are not easy. It is making you uneasy. So understand, angular lines, unless and until it is channelized, it is planned, it will make you uneasy. So why am I saying channelized or planned? Just let me know. Just tell me, is it an angular line which I'm drawing here? Is it an angular line which I am drawing here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is an angular line, but still you are clueless. What are you trying to do? Yes, you're clueless. What are you trying to do? So I'm just trying to channelize this. ये देखो, I'm giving a meaning to it. So the moment I channelize this, what happens? It says turn right. Yes, plus it says that you turn right. But if there is a broken piece of glass, it is not channelized. So it is going to make you uneasy. It is going to confuse you. It is going to give you pain. It is going to give you a lot of irritation. Did you understand? Did you understand the angular lines? What am I trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now comes radii lines. Please write. I don't have any slide for this, but please write it. Radii lines matlab all lines passing through same point. All lines passing through same point. Radii lines. लिख लो. So radii lines are powerful, ambitious, patriotic, devotion. Are you writing? Devotion, expansion, focus. For example, बताओ relate करके. What am I
And the
drawing?
sun's ray, like it focuses on the sun.
Yes.
It's
ये मैंने क्या
powerful
बनाया?
and it's
ये
like
मैंने क्या बनाया? Tell me.
spider web.
Yes. So spider's web. So can you understand radii? How these direction, how it is expanding from where it started, and now it is endless. It will keep on moving. So please write spider's web. And yes, rays of the sun. So from the center, it is getting radiated on all the sides. So that's the example of radii lines. Write it. Write it. Then please write rim of a bicycle. Center say Ashoka Chakra also. Center say the energy is channelized towards all direction. So Ashoka Chakra or rim of a bicycle. And also write one more word if you remember. Do you know what is epicenter? Do you know what is epicenter? Tell me, do you know what is
It's
epicenter?
center of a hurricane.
Yeah, so during earthquake, So the origination of that earthquake, that volcano wala part, just say earthquake takes place, that is the epicenter. So again, this can be taken as the example of radii lines. So the power is thrown on all sides, but all sides may we experience the power maybe in one side or few sides more, but that is epicenter. I told you, हर एक line के positive और negative है. So this epicenter is so powerful, and we just know this, that if the seismic waves are too high, then it is going to create a lot of destruction. But ये एक natural phenomena है, that how the seismic wave will be generated and where is the epicenter and what kind of power is generated. Did you understand the radii lines, class, everyone? Did you understand the radii lines?
Yes,
Everyone.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
please write about the curved lines. Please write about the curved lines. Sorry, I'm sharing this screen again. Curved lines. Now, curved lines में सबसे पहले आप लिखिए rhythmic lines. Right? Rhythmic lines. Wave, flow, soft, grace, charm, feminine. ठीक है? Rhythm. Rhythm, where curve is involved. ठीक है? The moment the curve is involved, you will understand the creativity. वहां creativity आ जाएगी. ठीक है? चलो इसको जल्दी से पहले एग्जाम्पल्स लिखकर समझते हैं. Waves, it is already written. Now write ripples of water. Right, ripples of water. Please write fragrance. So fragrance, it can be of perfume, it can be of some incense stick or anything, dhoop batti or anything. So fragrance. Fragrance are rhythmic. Hair, हमारे बाल, hair, are they rhythmic? Are they rhythmic? You comb them in some direction and then they follow their own direction. So हमारे hair, they are rhythmic. Then you write coir, C-O-I-R, coir, coir of wire. Are they rhythmic? C-O-I-R, coir. Are they all tied in rhythm? Yes, class.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Then you write your favorite, noodles. Are they rhythmic? Noodles. Once they are uncooked, so they show a different kind of rhythm, compactness inside the packet. And once they are cooked, they show another kind of rhythm and volume. And now it cannot be packed inside a packet. So you need to serve it in a bowl or something. Okay, so that is a different kind of rhythm. So I hope you are understanding. Rhythm. Rhythm shows the movement of eyes in different direction. So that is rhythm. Now just tell me, class, is it rhythmic? The thing which I'm drawing right now. Just tell me, is it rhythmic? Is it rhythmic?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? Yes, it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
rhythmic. Okay, it is creating a rhythm. I can see. Now, एक और example. Again, I need to show you something. Now tell me. Now, if I say, is it rhythmic? Is it rhythmic?
Oh, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, the front part is bigger and the last
No, so that does not matter. It is rhythmic. It is showing a movement, so it is rhythmic. It does not matter that it has to be equal. Fine. Now tell me one more thing. I'm showing you one more example. Tell me, is it rhythmic?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, it is rhythmic.
Ma'am,
Though
it's not
it is,
soft. or
yeah, that is what I wanted to tell you. Though it has got a lot of sharp edges, okay, but they are angular lines, very powerful, but it is in rhythm. So again, if this rhythm is not channelized, it is going to create destruction. ठीक है, आप सी वेव्स को देखो, जब तक वो डिस्ट्रक्शन नहीं फैला रही तब तक रिदमिक है, इट इज सूदिंग रिदम. बट जैसे ये वेव्स हाई हो जाएगी, रिदम नहीं जा रहा, बट दैट रिदम हैज बिकम सो पावरफुल दैट इज बियॉन्ड योर कंट्रोल. एम आई करेक्ट? एम आई करेक्ट बेटा? गैलेक्सी देखी है आपने? गैलेक्सी के पिक्चर देखे? मिल्की वे, वी आर द पार्ट ऑफ मिल्की वे गैलेक्सी. सो डज इट शो रिदमिक मूवमेंट? But we are studying, we just know that we are a part of it, so we just cannot go and touch it. And we, I mean, can you control the power of this Milky Way galaxy? No, we are just a tiny part of it. So understand, rhythms can be so powerful, which is beyond the control of a human being. But we cannot say ki acha we cannot control, so that it is not rhythmic. Did you understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's write about spiral lines. Spiral lines, बच्चों की कैंडी देखी है? बच्चों की कैंडी, वो ऐसी सी जो कैंडी होती है, विद स्पाइरल. आपने सुना है कि आप तो जलेबी के जैसे सीधे हो? सुना है आपने?
Yes, ma'am.
टेल मी.
Yes.
क्लास कितने लोग बोलते हैं अरे ये तो इमरती से भी मीठी है, ऐसा कुछ? Getting it? So why did I keep
Yes.
these examples in front of you? Spiral lines, they are a happy motive. It gives you a lot of fun, enjoyment, happiness, childhood, joyful moments. Please write it. जो मैंने बोला है, please write it. Motivation, concentration, dreams, deep sleep. So that is the power of spiral lines. है ना? These are the characters of spiral lines. ये हमेशा आपको हैप्पी गोइंग रखेंगे, हमेशा ये फन मोटिव के लिए रिलेट करेंगे. ठीक है? आप देखना वो रिबन वाले शोज देखें, जो रिबन से दे द आर्टिस्ट विच द आर्टिस्ट दे प्ले विथ रिबन्स इन सम सर्कस एंड ऑल. सो
Yes, ma'am.
they're so skillful, they make you happy, you feel good. Oh wow, what a beautiful rhythm. Spiral lines, they are also rhythmic, but it will give you happiness. Okay, it is soft, it is not going to disturb you, right? So it is again going to show radiation, but again this radiation कहां पर ये इतनी powerful हो जाएगी, which will become beyond your control, that we cannot say, right? But spiral lines, they are known for fun element, joyful element, happiness, deep sleep, dreams, concentration, motivation, expansion, movement. It will keep on moving. आप देख रहे हो, what is this? So ma'am, but sometimes, now let me just check, what are you saying, Sucharita? Wait. क्या आया बेटा? आपका मैसेज आया नहीं मेरे पास. So I'll just come back to the message again. Did you write, class? Did you write, class? And examples में लिख लेना, candies, jalebis, imartis, है ना? Even springs, they are spiral, and those springs, they are of so much support. It performs so much of mechanism to make our life easy. So spirals, again, they are very important part of our life. आगे बढ़े. Now see, lines, they can give you optical illusions. You can see some logos where you can see use of only lines, whether it is Spotify or IBM or Adidas. So you can see the presence of lines. There is one more explanation which is related to it, which is known as Gestalt theory of design, Gestalt principles of design. So if time will allow, we will do it later on. But अभी आप ये सब जानकर रखो, in the entrance examination, you can just write this term, Gestalt principles of design. So this also we must study, but today we will try to finish this. Optical illusion, you can see. Yes, beta.
मैम जो रिदमिक लाइंस है वो दोनों हो सकती है ना, स्ट्रेट और कर्व लाइंस? मतलब
रिदम कहीं पे भी हो सकता है, रिदम कहीं पे भी हो सकता है. Now look at this convergence and divergence. Don't you find that there is rhythm? Here also I can see optical illusion in the lines. आपको लग रहा होगा अच्छा ये lines कभी left देखो कभी right देखो पता नहीं कैसे जा रही है, but yes, they are rhythmic. Look at the logo of the IBM. Though they are straight, but all the lines are rhythmic. तो rhythm कहीं पे भी हो सकता है, ठीक है, बट हमारा परसेप्शन हो जाता है कि अगर कर्व है तो ही रिदम है, अदरवाइज नहीं है. That is our perception, but rhythm can be present anywhere.
Okay, ma'am.
Now look at these companies where the use of lines can be seen. What is Cisco? Tell me, what is Cisco? Is it looking like Wi-Fi? It is looking like some network sort of thing. Sorry. Is it looking like some network sort of thing? So Cisco, what is this company all about? Check karo, Google पे check karo. What is this company all about? जल्दी से. Vaio was a laptop, है ना? Sony company का laptop. This was a very sleek model designed for females. Vaio. I have seen the ads. अब तो नहीं आते. When I was young, I have seen the ads of Vaio. Sleek laptop. And if I'm not wrong, Kareena Kapoor used to come for the ad of this Vaio laptops. What about Cisco class? किसी ने
Ma'am,
पता
for
नहीं.
cyber security solutions.
ठीक है, सो नेटवर्क सॉल्यूशन, साइबर सिक्योरिटी है ना. सो नेटवर्किंग कंपनी सिस्को. लुक एट दी लोगो. इज इट वेरी टफ? आप भी बना सकते थे, बट आपको तो नहीं मिला ना. सी डिजाइन जितना हाई, जितना आप डिजाइन को समझोगे ना, डिजाइन उतना सिंपल बनता जाएगा. दिस इज द फैक्ट, है ना. जितना आप समझोगे डिजाइन को, इट विल स्टार्ट बिकमिंग सो सिंपल. व्हाट इज टारगेट? What is target?
Supermarket.
Shopping.
Supermarket. Where it is generally? These supermarkets are found where? Yes, US में. What is this? Now, ये बताओ. What is this?
Nike.
Nike. So this is known as swoosh. ठीक है. So it is the part of the wing of Greek goddess of victory. This is swoosh. Fine. So आप Greek goddess of victory को देखोगे. So this swoosh symbol is inspired from that, and this represents the brand Nike. And Nike is known for what? Nike is known for what? Sportswear. And it is one of the topmost sportswear brand in the world. Is it true? And look at the logo. Now, if I see the very basic, it is just a rhythmic thick line. Is it a yes or no? It's a rhythmic thick line. But see what the designer must have thought. कितना सोचा. ग्रीक गॉडेस ऑफ विक्ट्री को ऑब्जर्व कर रहे थे. सडनली आइडिया क्लिक करा कि ये विंग से यहाँ पर हम डिजाइन ले लेते हैं. एंड लुक एट द सोर्स ऑफ द इंस्पिरेशन. आई एम टेलिंग यू, वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट अ गॉडेस. तो गॉडेस के विंग का पार्ट है, तभी तो ये आज भी वर्ल्ड की टॉप मोस्ट कंपनीज में से एक है ना. यस. देन Mitsubishi. So can you see a triangle here? Can you visualize a triangle here, though it is not drawn? Can you visualize a triangle here? So that's Gestalt principles of design. इसके अलग-अलग theories है. So that we will just check, if time allows, we will do. But right now, if I just check with the elements and principles of lines, so you can just see certain shapes and an illusion of triangle is being created. And this is such a huge brand. So Mitsubishi deals with what? Deals with what? So automobiles. And हमारे पास Mitsubishi pen भी हुआ करते थे. अब पता नहीं आ रहे या नहीं, but yes, when I was a student, I used to use Mitsubishi pen also. Yes, and yes, this is automobile. LG. So LG is a brand. You can again see what is the combination here. It is a curved and straight line combination where you can see L, you can see G, you can see a happy face, you can see pink color, you can relate it with the female community, you can relate it with happy community. Okay, so LG is a brand. You know what it produces, for what purpose those products are used, and how it has made our life easy. Microsoft, again, look at the design. What's there? It's only basic lines and shapes. ठीक है. Now I am telling you about lines and shapes. So I am going to share my separate screen for this. I'll just try to be little fast. Otherwise, I won't be able to finish today. And I have to finish this today. So please, all the students, you are requested to write little faster. I'm sharing my screen. I will explain quickly about the shapes and forms. So please keep on writing. So I'm going to write about the shape, and this is form. So shape is 2D, form is 3D. Shapes are drawn with the help of lines, and forms are drawn with the help of shapes. Is it correct, class?
ma'am.
Yes,
Is it
ma'am.
correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So shape can have mass, but form will have mass and volume both. अगर formula wise देखेंगे तो it is only length into breadth, but here it is length into breadth into height. Yes, shape is an illusion and forms are real and practical. Yes, illusion. आप बोलोगे illusion कैसे है? Circle. So circle is an illusion. We have designed circle to tell you that it is a circle. Now, but if I say that this is a ball, okay, ball, sphere. So this is real. You can touch it. Now, if you say क्यों bindi, bindi भी तो circle है, but bindi has also got some height. Yes, उसकी कोई thickness है या नहीं? So that is real, that is tangible, but shapes are illusion. You cannot touch it, right? Now, if you say, अरे paper का sheet भी तो square है, but वो square paper का sheet is also measured in GSM. GSM is the height, is the thickness of the paper. So that will also be considered as, of course, I cannot say that it is a cuboid, ठीक है, or a cube, but that also you need to understand कि उसकी भी एक thickness है. Form means actually, now if I am going to combine six different, six different squares, so I'll get a cube. Did you understand, class? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, did you write? है ना? So illusion, real and practical, shapes क्या है and forms. Forms हमेशा combination of shapes होते हैं. So now I am just adding another sheet to tell you more. Now types of shapes. So there are 3 types. Geometrical, non-geometrical, abstract. So write it. So geometrical, non-geometrical को आप man-made भी बोल सकते हो. This can be natural. Now this can be regular and irregular. So if it is regular, this can be formula based. Example, square, circle. Got it? Now irregular. This is a geometrical shape, but irregular. I don't have any formula for this. Is it a geometrical shape? Is it a quadrilateral? Class, is it a quadrilateral?
Yes, ma'am.
But it is irregular geometrical shape. I don't have any formula to create it. But for creating square, circle, rectangle, triangle, I do have a formula to create it. ठीक है, if it is a scalene triangle, though you know triangle के 3 angles will be different, but those angles, it is your wish. But if you say that I am doing an equilateral or isosceles triangle, so there are formulas and you can create it very easily. समझ आ रहा है? नॉन ज्योमेट्रिकल और नेचुरल, आप कॉमिक्स पढ़ते होगे तो आपको ऐसा डायलॉग बबल नजर आते हैं? Yes. Then you get somewhat like heart shape. Then you get some cloud shape. While doing some mehndi design, you get such kind of shape. Yes, class? Then you can have splash of water or in some amoeba shape kind of thing. So these are non-geometrical natural shapes. है ना? आपके पास leaf का shape हो सकता है. Did you understand, class? Did you understand? Now, abstract is once you add geometrical and natural, sometimes you get something abstract, which you generally see in logos and signages. लिख लीजिए आप, logos and signages. Now, just see. Do you watch this shape somewhere?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you watch them? Have you seen them? ठीक है?
Yes.
Then generally at public places, washrooms, metros, which signifies human being or male figure, right? So are they totally geometrical or are they totally natural? No, it is a combination of both. Okay, it is a combination of both. That is why it is abstract. है ना? Sometimes you also see, you know, such kind of symbol. Do you see such kind of symbol? Check करिए.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? So by seeing this, you understand, oh, so this is for physically handicapped. Okay. Sometimes you also see somewhat some shape. Check करो whether I am successful in telling you or not. Check करो. ऐसा कुछ होता है? Now I don't have space.
Yes, ma'am.
ये देखो. So what do you think is this?
Pregnant.
Pregnant lady.
Pregnant women. Yes. So I hope you are understanding how the combination of geometrical and non-geometrical shapes are creating logos and signages, or you just can tell them some abstract category which is for our day-to-day use. Did you understand? Similarly, आप इसमें forms भी लिख लीजिए. Similarly, they are for forms. So forms also, they have got the same categories: geometrical, non-geometrical, and abstract. है ना? If I say चलो cube बनाते हैं, so of course that is formula based and it is going to be a cube. ठीक है? But if I just say let's make it 3D, this is also geometrical, but there's no formula. I just created. ठीक है? हार्ट शेप का आपने कुकीज बनवा लिया, केक बनवा लिया, ऐसा हो सकता है ना? कुकीज और केक हो सकते हैं ना हार्ट शेप के, हो सकते हैं. सो सी, दिस इज, आर यू गेटिंग? सो दिस इज 3D form. This is a non-geometrical form. And now if I get some building which is in the shape of something, I hope you know Lotus Temple. All of you know Lotus Temple of Delhi. So it is
Yes,
also inspired from the flower lotus. So it is a huge form which is inspired from the flower lotus. So that's inspired from a form. Did you write? Can I unshare my screen now? Can I unshare my screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo.
Ma'am,
So
what is the meaning of sing in abstract?
what is the
ma'am?
meaning of
After logo, we wrote ma'am something. We wrote something.
abstract? I wrote abstract and these are signages. These are signages, logos and signages. I think I've written the spelling wrong. Signages. Did you write?
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
ठीक है, चलो अब आगे बढ़ते हैं और मैं इस स्क्रीन को अनशेयर करके, नाउ आई विल शेयर माय स्क्रीन Yeah, Ananya, the human symbol can be totally geometric too, but I just gave you an example. It can be geometric, but there are a lot of experiments where you have seen that signages, they are the combination of geometrical and non-geometrical shapes. That is why. That is why. See, abstract logo is not any separate category, but see, you will be in the habit of Googling things. So that is what I just wanted to tell you कि अगर इस कैटेगरी को geometrical and non-geometrical category को आप अगर mix कर देते हो, so you can create solutions to a lot of problems. And what problems? Now, instead of writing females and males in front of the toilet, nowadays you have seen a lot of places we are using signages to give you the information. That does not matter कि human figure को हम totally geometrical बना सकते हैं या नहीं, जरूर बना सकते हैं, but यहाँ मैं आपको ये समझा रही हूँ कि आप इन दोनों को मिलाकर you can give solution to a lot of problems. I hope it is correct, Ananya. So don't just get confused कि ऐसा जो हो सकता है तो हम ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर रहे. Now see, so this is what I already told you. Now see these abstract shapes, you know, the physically handicapped or the sun rays, you know. So these can be a combination of any of these, both the things. Now this slide is very important. Please write it. आपके पास बहुत सारे ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आएंगे where you are supposed to use shapes to solve your answers, है ना, solve your answers. So squares, circles and triangles. सिर्फ important words लिख लीजिए इसके. They are very very important. Squares, they are reliable, stable, order, hard work. Oh my God. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, class?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There is some problem with my device. So I am using my phone to speak because I don't want to stop this class. Please write it. Okay, I'm waiting for the device to get charged, but I'll continue this way. Please write these words: perseverance, strives for completion, patience, methodical nature, skilled specialists. Squares are loved by professionals. Okay, balance, tradition, strength, stability, efficiency. So just write about it. Okay, circle represents completion, wholeness, harmony, love, unity, sympathy, empathy, creative, emotionally charged, infinity, protection, femininity. These three are the basic shapes: square, circle, and triangles. They are the basic shapes. Then through triangles, you can represent direction, power, instability, mystery, energy, aggression, leadership, focus on goals, confidence, and flexibility. Please write about it. All of you, please write it. Written? Written?
No, ma'am.
While teaching, I just did not notice that my device is getting discharged. Just give me one moment, please. Written? Is it written?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, यहाँ पर ये होमवर्क लिखिए. You will create a small presentation on what all characters are defined by squares. You search for the examples that what all characters are related to these squares and create a presentation, a visual presentation. You don't have to draw. You can digitally select examples and do it. Now, if I say circles, where do you see circles? Do you see circles anywhere? Do you see circles anywhere in the temple architecture? Am I audible?
Ma'am, you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
see in Buddha, most of Buddha's architect.
Yes. So all the temple architecture you will see circles. आप डेली लाइफ में देखो आपको सर्कल्स कहाँ कहाँ नजर आते हैं. ठीक है. So that ways you can create a small presentation. Triangles कहाँ नजर आते हैं, squares कहाँ नजर आते हैं. तो आप इसकी एक छोटी सी presentation बनाओगे everybody. Class, I hope you will remember. Class, will you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone. So please write
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Proceeding. Just see the shapes and nature. This example is very beautiful because I know in one of the entrance examination they asked lady finger को अगर हम cut करते हैं तो which shape is visible? Tell me which shape it is. Which shape it is?
Pentagon.
Pentagon.
But the options were pentagon, hexagon, and the other options. So many people they tell me, अरे एक lady finger है, तो ये तो hexagon होगा. Why are you calling it pentagon? But generally ऐसा होता है. I feel very happy once I do this class, so I can tell you that see, look at this lady finger and this is pentagon and this was asked by NID also. ये क्या है? ये बताओ. What is this? ये क्या है?
Hexagon.
Hexagon.
Honeycomb. Okay. There was a question in NIFT once where there is a will, there is a way, so you need to create a poster on it. Okay. There was a question. NIFT asked you to design a poster on where there is a will, there is a way. So I just remember few students, very intellectual students, they created this honeycomb and they created few bees here. And then there they wrote where there is a will, there is a way. So it is a perfect example of that will. That if you want to work, if you want to work, follow your team, definitely you will get the honey of your hard work that nobody can snatch from you. Right? So this was the example. But anyways, you can see the example of hexagon with the others. I'll show you a few more. The slide is very beautiful. Now shapes inspired forms. So you can see this Alder headquarter building in Abu Dhabi, which is inspired from shell. I already told you about Lotus Temple. Now look at these. Same thing with the forms. So I'm just speaking on the examples. I hope you can see the fish. So look at this Olympic Pavilion in Barcelona, which is inspired from this form of fish. So this you can write if you want. Olympic Pavilion in Barcelona. It is inspired from the form of fish. Now look at this Japanese bullet train inspired from the beak of kingfisher. And you can see rest of the example. We get so many examples which are created taking inspiration from one thing or the other. Yes, class. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
okay, these are few more examples of logos where we see shapes and forms. So do you know which is this first example? ये क्या है? What is
Olympics.
Olympic.
in NID's paper? They gave you 4 options of these Olympic rings and then they asked you to mark the correct one. So now see, this is how this discussion helps you. 5 rings, 5 color. See the chronology of the colors. So this will help you. Sound cloud. Mute yourself. Riddhi. Yes. Yes. SoundCloud. So SoundCloud is a music-based company. Okay. Delta. The Delta is an airlines. You can see how these triangles, they are 2D triangles giving you the illusion of 3D triangles, which is also showing you the slides sort of thing. But see how the shapes are used. This is dominoes. So you know, so here there is the significance of shapes and colors, and there are a lot of explanations which can be discussed why these shapes and why these colors and why these circles are there. I hope you understood. Class, everyone, shapes and forms. Color ko, I will just do it precisely because colors ke liye I need a separate class because there are so many explanations related to color. So I will just start with colors, that it is the most expressive element of art, and without colors you cannot add life to your artwork. Without colors our life will become lifeless. And again, please have a look at this statement. This was also asked once by NID, that who gave the color wheel is a visible spectrum of colors placed on a wheel, and this concept was given by whom? That color wheel is a visible spectrum of colors placed on a wheel. So this concept was given by Newton. This was asked by NID. So by fact, we must know this, right? So colors ki slides I am passing. So this we will take a separate class on colors. Okay? After colors, I have to tell you a few things more. They are very important, which I will try to finish today. I hope you can see this color theory is so huge. So we will be doing it in a separate class. Color significance, you know, बहुत सारी चीजें. Now I will come to texture. So please write the tactile character of an object. The tactile character of an object is texture. Please write it. The tactile, T-E-C-T-I-L-E, T-E-C-T-I-L-E. Okay, T-E-C-T-I-L-E. The tactile character of an object is the texture of that object. It refers to the surface quality, how it looks or feel is the texture. आप किसी surface को touch करते हो. My table is smooth. My screen is smoother. ठीक है? My spectacle glass is too smooth. The butter is extremely smooth. So, and if you just touch the wall, clay or sand, so that is rough. So it refers to the surface quality, how it looks or feels. That is the texture. And texture can be rough, smooth, silky, shiny, fuzzy, and so on. Okay. This is also very important statement to create visual interest, contrast, or focal point. Texture is very important. So a child who learns how to add texture to your artwork, you are a winner. Nobody can stop your success. योर आर्टवर्क विल स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग. आप देखो 2 पॉइंट पर्सपेक्टिव में जिन बच्चों ने टेक्सचर डाला वॉल पे कुछ डाला, काउच पे कुछ डाला, बेडशीट पे कुछ डाला, सो आर्टवर्क स्टार्ट लुकिंग इंटरेस्टिंग. सिमिलरली, so if you just learn how to create texture in your artwork, your visual interest on the focal point of the composition will be created and you are going to be a winner. Now please write about this. Texture can be divided into 2 parts. One is visual texture and one is physical texture. Please write visual texture and physical texture. Visual texture matlab this you need to create by means of drawing, है ना? Illusion of surface texture by means of photograph, drawing and painting. So this you create on your own, है ना? Use on a sheet of paper. Physical texture is the actual tactile character, the actual feel of an object, and by touching the way you feel that it is hard, rough, smooth, so that is known as the physical texture. ये बताओ ये किस चीज का texture है? Which texture it is?
Silk of cloth.
Cloth. What is this?
Wood. Wood.
What is this?
Brick. Stone.
And then what is this?
Rock.
Okay, rock and flour. So can you figure out the combination of hard and smooth here? Can you figure out the combination of hard and smooth here? Yes, class. So this is the important. NID during mains test, once you are shortlisted in the first round, NID in the mains test, take this test in the form of visual presentation. They will show you a chronology of different texture and they will ask you to write it chronologically, that what all textures you saw, and then name them. This is how it is done. And yes, while solving the other papers, you need to create a lot of visual texture in your artwork to make it interesting. Fine. Now this is value. This is another element of art, value. So how light or dark an area looks like, the more light, higher the value, and vice versa, less light, lower the value. Value creates contrast and it helps us to see and understand the 2D work of art. 2D matlab this is a 2D surface. On this 2D surface, this is a 3D photograph. So if there is no value, we cannot enjoy this piece of art. आपको पता है आपके फोन में एडिटिंग होती है. What we have written here, the more light, higher the value. Can you see these sources of light here? Can you see these shiny areas? Tell me. Tell me. So is it adding value to this artwork? Now just check कि हम इससे पूरी light को बाहर निकाल ले. So this will just become a black piece of art. Will it be of any use? या हम इसमें इतनी लाइट डाल दें कि कोई डेप्थ एरियाज नजर ही नहीं आए, हमें कोई 3D स्ट्रक्चर नजर ही नहीं आए. So is it of any use? So no. So value means how light and dark an area looks like to make it more, that adds value to that artwork. Did you understand, class?
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
understand? Everyone, are you connected? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
After this, I am going to activate a test on elements and principles of design, so that you will be doing. Probably the color part you need to do on your own till we don't take a class, but still I don't want to drag it. I want all of you to give that test. Okay. Now please take it again. The statement white is the highest or the lightest value. Black is the lowest or the darkest value. After white, if I have to consider any color, then yellow has relatively higher or the lighter value. And after black, if I have to consider any color, then violet has relatively low or darker value. Please do it. Write it. Done?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
लिखो. Done?
Just a minute, ma'am.
हाँ जी. Next. Now this is how we study. लगा दीजिए मुझे. Just a moment, better. चार्ज होने को तैयार ही नहीं हो रहा. फिर से नेट प्रॉब्लम है. नहीं तो गया उसी से. ऑन करिए उसे. ले रहा हूँ छोड़ दे. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So
Yes, ma'am.
this is the value chart which you have already done in your previous classes, and through this chart we are trying to make you learn that how to लगाइए पता नहीं चल ही नहीं रहा. So this is how you learn how to create value from 90 to 10%. Have you all done it or not? किया है? याद है या भूल गए?
याद है मैम.
Yes. So this is the value chart. ये लग गया अभी. ठीक. Yes. Next. Now space. Please write about the space. Space means the working area. सबसे पहले लिखो. Space means the working area. Space means the working area. Everyone class, write it. Space means the working area. Writing. Now, this working area. Now also write space is the area around or between the elements of design. So this is working area. Now space is required to create illusion of depth, overlapping, perspective, placement. And also write one more word here, proportion. Please write proportion here. Please write proportion here. Please write proportion here. I cannot write. There are some problem with my devices, so I cannot write. Please write it. Did you write? And space also conveys physiological and psychological effect. Now, if I have to make you understand, see, this is my space, which is my working area. it is creating illusion of depth. So I hope you can see here the sense of perspective which is diverting your eyes inside the artwork. There are a lot of overlapping. So on this couch you can see a lot of overlapping objects kept here. Sense of perspective is here, proportion is here, so you know a human can sit comfortably here. ठीक है? Can a human sit here and use this table आराम से? Check. Is this human figure who is sitting here proportionately can use this table very comfortably? So placement of all the objects in this space, they are well done here. This is a photograph. So this is how we learn a space. Working area. It also relates to illusion of depth, overlapping, perspective, placement, sense of proportion, and this also conveys the psychological effects. And we also learn space for one more terminology, which is known as positive and the negative space. Positive and the negative space. Positive space का मतलब it's the space which the subject takes up. Positive space matlab which we use for sketching and drawing. If you want to write, please write. Positive space का matlab which we use for drawing and rendering. है ना, हम अपने काम के लिए जो space use करते हैं positive. Negative space, the remaining space of the surrounding area is negative. ठीक है? Here, this white is positive or negative?
Positive.
It is a negative space. इस white space को हमने use नहीं किया, ये negative space है. ये वाला positive space है which we use for drawing. Did you understand? यहाँ पर ये वाला जो white space है, what is it? It is negative. ये वाला जो white space है, ये क्या है?
Positive.
This is negative space. ये black जो हमने use किया है drawing के लिए, ये क्या है? Positive. But because it is so balanced that you are getting confused which is positive and which is negative. फिर से समझो, मैं आपको यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा ड्रॉ करके समझा देती हूँ. ठीक है, मैं छोटा सा. अभी प्लीज क्लास को मिस नहीं करोगे. I will extend this class by 10 minutes if my devices will allow. I need to finish the topics. ठीक है, चेक करिए. Now if I say that I am drawing here, ठीक है, मैं ये जो ड्रॉ कर रही हूँ, ये क्या है? ये जो यूज्ड पार्ट, ये जो ऑरेंज वाला पार्ट है, दिस इज पॉजिटिव एंड ये व्हाइट वाला पार्ट इज नेगेटिव. ठीक है, बट अनदर इन द सेम आर्टवर्क, इफ आई एम आई एम रेंडरिंग द सराउंडिंग. अब जो ये व्हाइट वाला सर्कल है, व्हाट इट बिकम्स? इट बिकम्स
Negative.
negative and this orange area becomes positive. समझ आया? Are you understanding? So this is
Again repeat.
sorry,
I didn't understand, ma'am.
नहीं समझ आया? चलो फिर से बताती हूँ. It's okay. Now look at these two squares. These are my working areas. ठीक है? I am drawing two circles here. ठीक है? I am trying to explain you the positive and the negative space. Here I have rendered the circle and here I left the circle but I rendered the surroundings. अभी समझ आया? इतना समझ आया बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
ये समझ आया? Now we are discussing the positive and the negative space. तो पॉजिटिव स्पेस का मतलब क्या है? जिस एरिया को हमने यूज किया है. यहाँ पर ये जो ऑरेंज सर्कल, दिस ऑरेंज सर्कल इज माय पॉजिटिव स्पेस एंड हियर माय बैकग्राउंड वाला पार्ट विच इज ऑरेंज इज माय पॉजिटिव स्पेस. ठीक है, आई एम चेंजिंग कलर टू एक्सप्लेन यू. Now here this is my negative space because I did not use it, and here this circle is my negative space because I did not use it. But here it is not troubling you because we have managed with a balance between positive and the negative space. Did you understand now?
Yes, ma'am.
Pakka?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please make a note of this. Day and night. This is a very famous painting and it is done by a great mathematician, and he is an artist who was a great mathematician and the master of optical illusion. Please write this name. MC Etcher. He is the master of optical illusion. Okay. So this was done. Day and Night was painted, drawn by him in the year 1938. And it is a great example of optical illusion. And it is studied by, it is a subject of study by all the design colleges. जब भी हम elements and principles of design में space की बात करेंगे, Gestalt theory के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, you will again and again see this example. Right? So this is a perfect example of balance between positive and space, negative space, where you can see this day and night both, and you can see two creatures here. What two creatures you can see here? What two creatures you can see here?
Patience,
Ma'am?
ma'am.
Patience.
Yes. So can you see? So this is something very, very important, and this we need to understand. I hope the space part is clear to all of you. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now please write principles of design. Everyone, note it down. Principles of design. So somehow I'm just trying to get back to my system. I really want to finish this today. Otherwise, it is going to be a task for me. Please don't go. I am also devoting my time. So stay here and finish this. It will take 10 to 15 minutes more. All of you. I'm just trying my best so that I can connect with you. Am I audible?
Ma'am, the screen is not showing.
Wait. Now is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Pakka na? I'm audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now look at this picture. Now if I say, can I divide this left and right? Can I divide this? So is it balanced? Look at this picture. Can you see left and right? Is it balanced? Though I know there are two different colors, but still, can you divide them into left and right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So this is balance. Now I'm showing you another part. Please write about types of balance. Actual balance. This is my actual balance. ठीक है? Actual balance. इसको कहीं कहीं rock balance भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है? Rock balance. Actual balance. Now this is my visual or pictorial balance. Visual. If I will create an artwork, I have to create a visual or the pictorial balance. And this balance can be done. Okay? This means visual equality in shape, form, value, color, etc. This is important. Write it. You don't have to draw anything, but just write it. Now see, type of pictorial
Can
balance.
you show the last picture one more time?
Quickly. Quickly. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, these are the types of pictorial balance. Symmetric, asymmetric, radial. Okay? Symmetrical, where you can divert. It is not always supposed to be equal. Where left and right, where you can divert your attention symmetrically from left to right or from top to bottom. Is it symmetrical? I'm not saying that this is equal. Symmetrical, एक जैसा, left and right में एक जैसा, top and bottom में एक जैसा. But this does not mean that it has to be equal. Did you understand? Symmetrical. So one side is similar to the other side. Class, are you getting? One side is similar to other side. And asymmetrical means when my attention is diverted from one side to another side. Are you getting? It is not similar, but I am forced to see from one side to the other side of the artwork. Are you understanding, class? Look at this example. Look at this example. I am forced to see from one side to other side of the artwork. My vision is channelized from cycle to window. Yes, class, did you understand? My vision is channelized from cycle to window. My vision is channelized this way. See, if I am looking at this, so I am forced to move my eyes till here. So this is asymmetrical. And radial मतलब circular. ठीक है? Circular. आप ये देखो, spiral. This is also circular. So this is known as radial balance. Class, did you understand? Did you understand symmetrical balance, asymmetrical balance, and radial balance?
Yes, ma'am.
Should I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, one more thing you have to check. And that thing is, अभी आप ये नहीं बोलोगे अच्छा वो एग्जाम्पल तो आपने बैलेंस में बताया, अब आप यूनिटी में क्यों बता रहे हो? Now everything is interrelated. Now if I am showing you an artwork as an example of balance, so same artwork I can discuss the other principles also related to it. अगर कहीं बैलेंस है तो वहां यूनिटी भी होगा, वहां वैरायटी भी होगा, वहां हार्मनी भी होगा, है ना? So we can't say कि अगर आपने एक एग्जाम्पल बैलेंस के लिए डिस्कस कर लिया तो अभी आप रिदम के लिए नहीं कर सकते. So that we cannot. Fine. Now see unity, variety and harmony. We always say India को we say unity in diversity. Do we call it? Yes. So unity means, see, created by repetition of elements through design. It's a feeling of harmony between all parts of work of art and whatever it is written. See, what I want to tell you is unity means India is one country, and this one country is a combination of 29 states and 8 union territories. Is it true? Is it true, class?
Yes, ma'am.
बोलिए. Yes. So
Yes, ma'am.
this is unity and variety. आपका color box है. You have a color box, and in that color box, variety of colors. ठीक है? Variety of colors are kept, and all those variety of colors are required to design one single artwork. So this is unity and variety. ठीक है? In a school is an example of unity, and in the school, different classrooms are the examples of variety. I have a bag, So bag is the example of unity, and all the subject books which are kept inside that bag, that is the example of variety. Are you understanding, class? Yes. So here in this example, you can see different kind of hands. So what is unity? They all are human hands. They all are showing one gesture. And what is the variety? These hands, they are of different people. They can be male, they can be female. The color can be different. The texture can be different. So that is the variety. Did you understand? Class, unity and variety, same. So again, same thing, understand. Unity, in the first example, I have all circles of pink color. This is unity. Variety is the dimension, the circumferences are different. The second example, I have all circles of one single dimension, that is unity, and variety is they are of different colors. Got it? Now in the third example, I have three different circles of three colors, yellow, red, and black, and they are arranged in some particular way which is showing symmetry. So unity क्या है? Unity is all our circles, और मैम हमने तीन वैरायटी के सर्कल्स लिए हैं. And what is the variety? Now all these three different circles, they have managed with each other to design a message. ठीक है? अब ये पेबल्स देखिए. So they all are pebbles, that is unity. Variety क्या है? They are of different sizes, but सबने मिलकर एक मैसेज दिया है कि एक दूसरे पर खड़े होकर बैलेंस भी बता रहे हैं एंड प्लस ये भी बता रहे हैं that we are united. Got it, class? ठीक है? Now look at this harmony. Yes, please.
Ma'am, can you show the last and before the picture? Ma'am, can you show the last picture?
Showing. This one? This one?
No, no, ma'am, no.
ये? This one, please tell me
Before.
fast.
No, ma'am, not this one. Before this one. Show the. Yes,
Now,
ma'am,
so एक काम करते, let me finish this, then I will show you. Let me finish my exercise. Now look at this harmony. Harmony means all part of the visual image complement each other. Now just see the example good harmony and bad harmony. So you can see two shapes. There are two squares and circles. So good harmony says, what is good harmony saying? That it is well inscribed each other. What is lack of harmony? So you will feel कि क्या हम इसको थोड़ा टर्न करके पैरेलल नहीं कर सकते? क्या हम इसको टच करके यहाँ से ऐसा टच नहीं कर सकते? Yes or no? Yes or no? So this is harmony. So it can be, harmony means the complete unified and the balanced arrangement of all the elements which you are using. Harmony कैसे खराब होती है? India is a country, it is a combination of different states. Suddenly कहीं blast हो गए, suddenly कहीं murder हो गया, suddenly कहीं accident हो गया, suddenly कहीं war हो गई. तो क्या हो गया? The harmony is disrupted. Are you understanding? See how harmony is related to the principles of design. मैंने unity समझाया, मैंने harmony समझाया. Now look at this example. So this example is an example of unity also, क्योंकि सारी leaves जो है एक point पर सब joined है. So you will say, ma'am ये तो unity भी है, ये तो rhythm भी है. So everything is very well arranged. It is harmonious. अब यहाँ harmony कैसे बिगड़ेगी? सडनली कोई आकर इसको काट दे, कैंची चला दे, खींचकर तोड़ दे. Are you understanding? So the harmony is going to get disrupted. So this is what you have to check, that how harmony will be created between different elements. हम बिंदी कहाँ लगाते हैं? हम बिंदी लगाते हैं अपने eyebrows के बीच में. Now suddenly if I put my bindi over the tip of my nose, so that will be lack of harmony. You will say, अच्छा यहाँ क्यों लगाई? This is completely, becoming an unwanted point of attraction. So you cannot put your bindi here. So that is disrupting your harmony. हम काजल कहाँ लगाते हैं? To highlight the eyes, and we feel that that will beautify my face. Now suddenly, instead of eyes, I put my kajal on my cheeks. So unless and until that was for some specific purpose, that will disrupt the beauty of your face and that will be questionable, है ना? An additional question mark कि ये क्या किया है? आप बोलोगे नहीं, हम तो किसी डांस कंपटीशन में, I was becoming a cat or some wild animal or some tribe, so I did it deliberately, then that point of time it is okay. But for every day, you won't accept that putting kajal instead of eyes, you are putting it on your cheeks. Are you understanding? So that's harmony. Now see contrast. Again, contrast मतलब it is again जैसे texture पढ़ा था ना वैसे ही है contrast. Contrast नहीं तो artwork zero. So it is the focal point of interest. The complete drama, the complete, the dynamic value of your artwork will be created through contrast. And this can be inserted inside an artwork through shapes, through colors, through textures, through a lot of things. Now, just see the colors, how they are presenting a good contrast. Ye kya hai, which place it is? It is Howrah. So I am not, stopping for your answers. I am just telling you on my own, okay, so that I can finish the class. This is Howrah. So Howrah mein, now this bridge is complete blackish and grayish, and look at this taxi which is yellow. So is this color presenting a good contrast? Is it catching your attention? Class,
Yes,
फटाफट बोलिए. Yes.
Yes,
So this is a very good contrast. This is how the color contrast is created. Now this yellow and black, it creates the highest contrast. आप देखना radiation science में या बहुत high alert science में आपको yellow and black के combinations मिलेंगे. Fine. Now see the contrast. Contrast by shape, color, size, texture. हाथी और चींटी के जोक सुने हैं ना सबने? सुने या नहीं? ठीक है. हाथी ने बोला है ना मैं कहां से आई हूं और समथिंग, देन इट वाज सेड अरे मेरी चप्पल बाहर छूट गई थी. चींटी ने बोला अच्छा तुम्हारी चप्पल बाहर छूट गई थी, समथिंग लाइक दैट. व्हाई डू यू लव दीज जोक्स ऑफ शेर एंड चूहा एंड हाथी एंड चींटी? Because it shows contrast of huge and small. So this always creates interest in your artwork. I hope the example is clear. The first example shows the age group, है ना, adult and small child. The second example shows the contrast of orange and blue, the color, even the day and night. The third example, the yellow flower and the background is giving you the contrast of smooth and rough. Yes, James Bond, black and white. It is showing you the contrast of space, positive space and negative space. Hathi and Chuha, elephant and rat. It is showing you the contrast of size, the creation, even the power, even the responsibilities. And the last example, which shows leaves and the pebbles, it shows the contrast of, nature, recycling also. Leaf can be recycled. It is biodegradable. But pebbles, it cannot be recycled easily. It takes a lot of time. It cannot be decayed. It cannot be created immediately. So it can be the contrast of permanent and temporary also. Right? Now see the emphasis. Emphasis again is the focal point where the first point of attraction is created in your artwork. It is often the place where your viewer looks first. वो कहाँ देखते हैं? Now see the example. वो कहाँ देखते हैं? ठीक है? Look at the example of emphasis. कहाँ? How the focal point is created. How my attention is diverted. Color. See how color is catching your attention. Shape. Same structure में how this shape is catching your attention. Size and dominance. How this black house is catching your attention. Detailing, सब कुछ same है, but this is different how it is catching your attention. This is contrast of color and size, whatever you can say. Isolation, पूरी भीड़ में आप कैसे अलग हो गए? So this is contrast of isolation. Now see the next example. It is again very beautiful example. See, look at this contrast. So this is contrast by, tell me what? Contrast by
Shape.
shape. This is contrast of shape and color both. Yes, contrast of shape and color both. This is contrast of
Isolation.
isolation. This is also contrast of,
Isolation.
this is contrast of
Color.
color. Okay, got it? So this is how you also need to understand and create this contrast. Now check with the rhythm, movement and pattern. ये तीनों मैं इकट्ठा discuss कर रही हूँ. ठीक है? Rhythm, pattern and movement. Now look at this movement. Movement shows, see, movement is the path and flow. See, are your eyes moving like this? Are your eyes moving like this in this gesture? So this is my movement, right? And here in this movement, now you again see a lot of movement. There are some movement recurring here. Are they recurring? Now this creates rhythm. Here, this movement is responsible both. This is rhythmic also. This movement is rhythmic. ये जो मेरे body का gesture है, this is my rhythmic movement. Now again, I'm showing you one more example where you can relate what may be the difference between the rhythm and the movement. What is this, by the way? Quickly tell me. What is this? What is this? Rings of a tree. Rings of a tree defines the age of the tree. So how your eyes are moving? Dekho. This is my first movement. Okay? And then your eyes are continuously following these rings. So this is rhythm. Look at this first movement, somewhat like this. Now you can see a lot of recurring movement following this. Maybe this is abstract, but you can see a lot of recurring movement. So this is rhythm. Okay? Now look at this stair. So this is my first movement. Now first movement, it is getting followed again and again. And once I am following it again and again, then a rhythm is created. Getting it, class? Similar is the pattern. Now pattern भी जब अभी आप देखोगे तो आपको इससे बहुत अलग नहीं नजर आएगा. Now see, this is the painting of Vincent van Gogh's Starry Nights. Look at this. Is this my movement? Is this the similar way my eyes are moving? Class, tell me. Is it?
Yes.
Now see, there are a lot of recurring strokes which is following this, which is following this. So this is my rhythm which is created throughout. So I hope you understood, I would say the difference, but I will say rather you understood what is rhythm and movement. Now comes pattern. This is also very much related. This you cannot, separate it from rhythm and movement. What happens? मैं एक अलग एग्जाम्पल से आपको समझाती हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप अपने घर की टाइल्स देखो. ठीक है? आपकी टाइल्स में क्या है? सपोज देयर वाज अ स्क्वायर, राइट? देयर वाज अ स्क्वायर. नाउ स्क्वायर और रेक्टेंगल. नाउ दैट स्क्वायर और रेक्टेंगल वाज गेटिंग रिपीटेड बिकॉज आपको पूरा फ्लोर क्रिएट करना है. Yes, class. So this complete floor was supposed to be created. So what is the pattern? This was the first block of pattern which you shortlisted. Now this pattern was repeated again and again. So this created a straight movement. Now this straight pattern of this one block was again repeated throughout to create these movement. So this is my first block pattern. I mean, this first block was repeated again and again to create a pattern. Now, this pattern created a movement. Now, repetition of these patterns created a rhythm. समझ आया? फिर से समझा रही हूँ. Okay. Now, this is my first pattern, first block, which was repeated again and again to create this, the complete arrangement of the tile in your room, in your interior. फिर क्या हुआ? इस repetition से, see, this movement was created which was straight. Now again, this complete straight block was repeated again to complete your flooring. So what happened? अब ये बार बार देखो, बार बार it is getting created. So this is my first pattern. This is how my first movement was created, and repetition of this created the complete rhythm. Right? थोड़ा आपको कंफ्यूजिंग लग रहा होगा बट वो है नहीं. Look at this first pattern again. I am taking a yellow color वरना दिखाई नहीं देगा. These are my patterns. है ना? ये patterns को हम क्या कर रहे हैं? Repeat करते जा रहे हैं, repeat करते जा रहे हैं. So what is happening? My eyes are moving this way. Are my eyes moving this way? Now this movement I can feel here also, 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 and I can feel here also. So these movements, they are creating a different kind of rhythm in my artwork. Now did you understand? Now look at the another example, probably the last example, and this is very interesting again. Now see, this is a pattern. Now this pattern is getting repeated again and again. Yes, is it getting repeated again and again? So this is creating a movement. Now repetition of this movement, complete movement again and again. Is it rhythmic? Is it rhythmic? Is it creating a rhythm? Did you understand now? Again, see, this is one pattern. One pattern is getting repeated. How this movement is created? Now this movement is again getting repeated again, and this is creating a rhythm. So this is a man-made pattern rhythmic movement. Now please have a look at the natural pattern. I hope you can see this is tiger skin. I'll just tell you the fact, कोई भी दो टाइगर की स्किन एक जैसी नहीं होती. दो हमें पता चल जाएगा ये टाइगर की स्किन है, मगर अगर आप उसको साइंटिफिकली जज करोगे ना तो कोई भी टाइगर की स्किन एक जैसी नहीं हो सकती. राइट? लुक एट दिस पैटर्न. ये छोटी छोटी लीव्स, हाउ दीज छोटी छोटी लीव्स दे आर गेटिंग रिपीटेड टुगेदर टू क्रिएट अ बिगर लीफ. सो दिस इज द पैटर्न, एंड ये पैटर्न एक मूवमेंट क्रिएट कर रही है, फिर देखो ये रिपीट होता जा रहा, होता जा रहा, होता जा रहा, होता जा रहा है. So this is another huge pattern also created, and a rhythmic movement is also created. समझ आया? So you cannot draw a line of difference between pattern, rhythm, and movement. They'll go hand in hand. Did you understand, class? Did you understand,
Yes,
class? Fine. So what I will do is, बहुत देर रुक गए. Now I have to wind up this session, so I cannot, continue. But I just need to ask you one thing. Did you understand whatever I taught today? Tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand
Yes, ma'am.
whatever I taught?
yes,
This was
Yes,
something very, very important. And now I am activating your test. Just give me 1 minute more. I will activate your test. कोशिश करना आप टेस्ट
Ma'am.
देने की. Yes.
ma'am. I was saying that which book covers this chapter?
Creative book 1. This is
Okay,
creative book 1. But जो मैंने यूज किया है बेटा, ये मेरा पर्सनल टीचिंग एड है, which I use in the class. I created it separately to make you explain. So if you have to see this again, you have to come back to the recording, and it will be uploaded by tomorrow evening. उससे पहले नहीं हो पाएगा बेटा. ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
कल
Okay,
इवनिंग तक ये रिकॉर्डिंग हम अपलोड करवा देंगे, then you can see. And before going, please check with your test, and I'll tell you where is the test. Otherwise आपको समझ नहीं आएगा मैंने क्या टेस्ट बोल दिया, कब होगा, कैसे होगा, that you won't understand. So quickly, last 1 minute,
Okay.
I am showing you. Last 1 minute I am showing you. So I'll just take one dashboard. Okay, I'm just opening one random dashboard. So this is my live test. ठीक है, this is my live test. आपको ये सारे नहीं देने अभी. I don't know ये कोई पुरानी बच्ची तो नहीं है. I forgot. Let me just check. Let me just check once more. I don't know. मैंने शायद कोई पुराना डैशबोर्ड खोल लिया. Just one moment. I'll show you. So yes, I'll open this live test. So इस live test में, can you see? This is my live test. I'll just check with the color. This is my live test. ये वाला जो टेस्ट नंबर 1 है ना, ये वाला जो टेस्ट नंबर 1 है, दिस यू हैव टू गिव। आप इसका स्टार्ट टेस्ट को क्लिक करोगे, सो देयर इज अ टाइम लिमिट हियर, है ना, इस टेस्ट का एक टाइम लिमिट है, वो टाइम लिमिट के बाद वो टेस्ट बंद हो जाएगा। किसी बच्चे को अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई बाई चांस, है ना, आप परेशान हो गए, आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई कि ये टेस्ट मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा, मेरा टेस्ट बंद हो गया, सो डोंट पैनिक, जस्ट प्लीज राइट इन योर ग्रुप कि मेरा ये टेस्ट रीएक्टिवेट कर दीजिए। आप फर्स्ट टाइम दोगे, हो सकता है कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ जाए, तो आप उसको रीएक्टिवेट करवा लेना, दैट आई विल डू इट, बट ऐसा हो सकता है कि मैं तुरंत ना कर पाऊं, बट थोड़ी देर के बाद मैं करवा दूंगी। ऑलराइट, टाइम बाउंड है, द टेस्ट विल हैव सम स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन, पॉसिबली फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई कैन नॉट सी द टाइम राइट नाउ, अगर टेस्ट 30 मिनट्स का है तो वो 30 मिनट्स में बंद हो जाएगा, वो टेस्ट नहीं चलेगा। 30 मिनट्स के अंदर आपने जितना काम किया ठीक है, इट इज सब्जेक्ट टू टाइम लिमिट। अगर नहीं हुआ, आपको रीप्रैक्टिस करना है, तो मैं फिर से उसको रीएक्टिवेट करवा दूंगी। और टेस्ट को देखेंगे कैसे कि आपने टेस्ट में क्या किया। आप में से कई बच्चे, ऐसा हो सकता है आप बोलोगे मैंने टेस्ट तो दे दिया, now I want to see how I perform, ऐसा हो सकता है ना, that you want to see how you perform, so for that purpose I am just showing you what can you do. देखो, जिन बच्चों ने टेस्ट दे दिया होगा, now for example this is your dashboard, ठीक है, आपने टेस्ट को दे दिया, फाइन। अब आपने जब टेस्ट दे दिया तो आप क्या करोगे, दिस इज योर MCQ1, आप अपने रिजल्ट पे जाओगे, ठीक है, ऐसे रिजल्ट पे क्लिक करोगे, रिजल्ट पे क्लिक करने के बाद व्यू क्वेश्चन रिपोर्ट पे जाओगे, सो नाउ हियर यू विल हैव योर कंप्लीट क्वेश्चन विथ योर आंसर एंड विद द सजेस्टेड आंसर, ठीक है, ये ध्यान रखेंगे सभी। सो यू विल जस्ट ट्राई दिस वे। एंड वन मोर थिंग आई विल से, आई टॉट यू एलिमेंट्स एंड प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ डिजाइन टुडे, so there is a possibility कि आपको ना, don't take it just as a stiff GK, this is element and principles of design, so we have marked the most probable answer, so even if you feel कि क्या ऐसा हो सकता है, इसमें ये चेंज कर सकते हैं, नहीं कर सकते हैं, so that can be subject to discussion again once we meet in the next class, so don't panic, just try giving the test, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो भी गई, so again just ask me to reactivate it, and don't just think कि पता नहीं क्या हो गया, कुछ छूट गया, no, fine. I just gave you a homework
Ma'am.
where I wanted you to design a visual presentation on where you see the geometrical shapes. आपको squares कहाँ दिखते हैं, squares कौन पसंद करते हैं, स्क्वायर के क्या कैरेक्टर्स हो सकते हैं, सिमिलरली सर्कल्स कहाँ अवेलेबल होते हैं, सर्कल किस तरह के कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स आपको दिखाते हैं, एंड विद द ट्रायंगल्स, दैट्स आई आस्क्ड यू टू डू। यस, another child, somebody was asking something.
Ma'am, is
Quickly.
the test name Creative Test 1 or
No,
Creative
no,
Test 2?
no. MCQ. Test name. Please check with your test name. The test name is 1 minute. Design aptitude test MCQ1. Design aptitude test MCQ1. ठीक है, डिजाइन एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट MCQ1। कल मॉर्निंग में मैं आपको सर्कुलेट भी कर दूंगी वो मैसेज, फिर से अभी नहीं कर पाऊंगी, ठीक है। यस बेटा, यस, इट इज एप्लीकेबल टू सी, दिस इज अ वेरी बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट, इट इज एप्लीकेबल एवरीवेयर। आप यू सीट दीजिए, आप सीट दीजिए, BR दीजिए, निफ्ट NID दीजिए, इट इज एप्लीकेबल एवरीवेयर, so you need to understand, and this understanding will help you further in solving your questions, ठीक है। दिस इज जस्ट नॉट एनी एग्जाम स्पेसिफिक, या ये सिर्फ NID के लिए था या सिर्फ निफ्ट के लिए था, नो, इट इज अ फंडामेंटल कॉन्सेप्ट which every creative person must know, and this creative concept अब क्या है, जब आप यहाँ से लर्निंग शुरू करोगे तो हमेशा इसमें एड ऑन्स होंगे, है ना, ऐसा नहीं बोलोगे कि मैंने गलत पढ़ा दिया या कम पढ़ा दिया, यस आई टॉट यू लिमिटेड, अब आप यहां से इसमें बहुत सारे एडिशंस करोगे, जितना पढ़ोगे और एडिशंस होंगे, पूरी कंप्लीट लाइफ अब आपको एलिमेंट्स एंड प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ डिजाइन को यूज करने का है, ठीक है। सो नहीं, नॉट राइट नाउ, यू कैन डू इट टुमारो, You can do it tomorrow. This is activated, I think, for 2 days. आप कल कर लेना. ठीक है? So now I am ending this meeting. Now it is too late, so I also need to leave from my home. All right. Okay. All the best. Good night.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, will the recording of this class be posted in the weekend batch?
Yes. It was announced in both the batches. So yes, it will be uploaded in both the batches.
Okay, ma'am.